Maxwell Drever explains what businesses can learn from execution lawsuits. Businesses can learn a lot from lawsuits that arise from poor execution. In particular, they can learn about the importance of planning and ensuring all aspects of a project are carried out as intended. Maxwell Drever believes that when things go wrong, it's essential to take a step back and figure out what went wrong, which often involves looking at the followed process and identifying any weak points. From there, businesses can work on fixing these issues to make future projects more likely to succeed. What businesses can learn from execution lawsuits? In recent years, an increasing number of businesses have been sued for execution. These lawsuits claim that the business failed to properly execute a contract, resulting in damages to the plaintiff. While many of these lawsuits are frivolous, some have merit and can be very costly for the business. Lessons for businesses. According to Maxwell Drever, there are several lessons that businesses can learn from execution lawsuits. Make sure you have a clear and enforceable contract. Make sure you understand the terms of the contract and what is required of you. Make sure you have adequate resources in place to perform the contract. Make sure you complete the contract in a timely and professional manner. If there are any problems with performance, make sure to communicate with the other party and attempt to resolve the issue. Importance of planning. The importance of planning and ensuring all aspects of a project are carried out as intended cannot be overstated. This goes for businesses as well, who can learn a great deal from lawsuits resulting from poor execution. Maxwell Drever thinks that by being mindful of the potential risks and taking steps to avoid them, businesses can save themselves a lot of time, money, and stress in the long run. Maxwell Drever's tips to avoid lawsuit. When it comes to business, you need to keep many things in mind to avoid any legal issues. Make sure that you take the time to plan and execute properly. This means you must have a solid understanding of the law and its application to your business. There are many different ways you can get into trouble with the law if you're not careful. For example, if you don't have proper permits and licenses, you could be sued for operating without them. Or, if you don't follow the appropriate safety procedures, you could be sued for negligence. The best way to avoid legal trouble is to ensure you're always up to date on the latest laws and regulations. It would be best if you also had a solid plan in place for handling any potential legal issues. Benefits of learning from past mistakes. While it may be difficult to confront our past errors, doing so can be immensely beneficial. By learning from our mistakes, we can prevent ourselves from making the same ones in the future. Maxwell Drever believes that we can also better understand ourselves and how to improve our lives moving forward. Here are some of the top benefits of learning from past mistakes. Avoid repeating the same mistake twice. Suppose we can identify the root cause of a mistake and understand what led us to make it in the first place. In that case, we can then take steps to prevent ourselves from making that same mistake again. Gain a better understanding of yourself. By reflecting on your mistakes, you can see patterns in your behavior and learn more about what motivates you. This self-knowledge can be incredibly valuable in helping you make better choices in the future. Improve your decision-making skills. When you're able to reflect on your past errors, you can see how certain decisions led to adverse outcomes. This can help you make better choices in the future by avoiding similar situations. Maxwell Drever's final suggestion. In many cases, lawsuits can be avoided altogether by taking the time to plan and execute properly. By doing so, businesses can save themselves a lot of money and headaches down the road. It's essential to learn from your mistakes. If you do, you'll be in a much better position to avoid them in the future. As they say, prevention is worth a pound of cure. So, take the time to learn from your past mistakes, and you'll surely see better results in the future. Final words. If you take these lessons to heart, you can avoid many pitfalls that lead to execution lawsuits. In addition, if you find yourself in such a lawsuit, you will be in a much better position to defend yourself. Thanks for watching.